What's happening, people?
Woo!
Yeah, buddy.
We
got a real comic book topic right here for you people. All right, so this came about because of the
Walking Dead 193.
End of Walking Dead. The series is over. They brought it to an ending. This was well thought out. It was well written. It's over. So the question is,
Get it right.
can a top, I specifically say this, can a top ranked comic book come to an end?
A complete end.
Like complete end. Like Uncle Ben end. Like gone, not coming back. Not the Jean Grey end, where like she'll be gone for like 5 years and then they'll swindle away into bringing her back stuff, you know.
It doesn't never work either.
But can an actual top-notch comic book series actually bring somebody to an end and not come back? Now, we all remember the time when they did it with Spider-Man and Captain America, and they tried to do it with them. Then they did it with Spider-Man by putting him in the Ultimate Universe and killing him and be like, all right, he's gone. Peter Parker's dead. He's forever gone. We got a new Spider-Man. And everybody was like, yeah, but that's the Ultimate Universe. It's not the same. Like, we see what you're doing.
That's why they kind of got away with it. Because, like, fine, we still got other Peter.
We still got 616 Peter. So they were like, it's not the same. We see what you guys are doing. You create a whole nother universe and put the same heroes in there and be like, try to flip it and then, you know, kill people off. Yeah, a lot of killing, actually. Ultimate Universe was brutal. They weren't rated R on that one for a reason. We understand. But can a comic series, like their significant superhero, come to an end and like completely end? Because like I was surprised that they were actually going through with it with Walking Dead, where they like literally ended the series. Like it was
also in the saga too. You know, that's a really big comic.
Yeah. Image is good for that. Image is like, it was time. Like the writer said for Walking Dead, he said, you know, it felt like it was coming to an end. I wanted to make it to 300 issues, but you could feel the.
He said he wanted to end it earlier too.
Yeah, he was hoping for 300, but
no, he wanted to end it earlier than at 180 or something like that. He wanted to end it then.
Okay,
he wanted. I only know that because recently, but not recently, was yesterday. Because today is Monday, the 8th. So yesterday, Sunday, I was watching a live stream of Comic Cast, because my friend Comics Mix Explained was on there. So I was watching that, and they were talking about the writer. I can't remember his name now because it's early in the morning over here. But they were talking about how he even said he wanted to end it earlier than that, and he just, for some odd reason, that's really early. I can't remember anything. He said he got it out to 193, and that was gonna be it.
Yeah, it's an odd number. Of all numbers in the issue on, you know, it's like in his head he was like, I'm gonna pull for 200. It's not happening. Not how I'm writing this. It's like I'm writing this, and now this is going to end. I got new ideas. I got new things to do in life. I got other ideas I'm going to do. I put enough of life into this. I've gotten everything I need out of it. Time to bring it to an end.
So, all right, let's get back to the question.
Can it happen? I'll let you answer first.
Yes, but you gotta stick tight. You gotta stick by your guns on that. Like, for instance, when Superman, the death of Superman, everybody, they were saying this is it. This is gonna be in the Superman.
They were saying, and then they were giving us this feel.
Yeah, and then they left the void. Felt like a void. So like, all right, we ain't got one guy who could do it. We're gonna just have multiple different Supermen, and they're gonna fill out the void. And it didn't work. And then they brought back Superman, which people speculated. I'm one of them. That was their plan all along.
Yeah,
they were just trying to sell comics.
Yes, they were just getting those sales numbers up.
But going to that, I think it can, but you can't replace that hero there. Like, you can't have somebody else take up the mantle. Like, if Captain America dies and like that's it, it's no more Cap. Before Sam Wilson, all that stuff. Steve Rogers is gone. It's it. Nobody else will ever be Captain America again. Nobody else will have the shield or any of that. That's the only way you can do it. Where it just, that's it. There's nobody else being that hero. You can have people be inspired by that hero and go out and, be heroes, but they can't be Captain America. They can't have the shield. The only thing they can wear red, white, and blue in that sequence.
I know this is like, some people might not want to hear this, but is it like Robert Downey Jr.
Yeah, nobody
Tony
can be
Stark?
Well,
so can the MCU, can Marvel, like from now on, Marvel can never do another remake of Tony Stark ever again. Now that Robert Downey Jr. said it,
not ever again. You got about 20, 25 years.
you got to really wait this one out.
20, 25. Where the people who are like 8 or 9 right now.
We need 2 more generations.
Yeah. The people are like when your kid's kid, like when my daughter has a kid, then you can bring back Tony Stark.
Okay. You got to skip generations.
Yeah.
Okay. For movies, it's acceptable. But for comic books.
Now, again, it's really going to go back into our other video we talked about. Should Marvel do a hard reboot? If you do a hard reboot, that's something completely different. Because then you're starting everybody's origin all over again. But if you're not going to do it, which Marvel is like being pat, they are not ever reboot. They do soft reboots, and which is dumb because it confuses people and regular comics. Like I don't know what I'm supposed to be doing. You mean this is number 1, but that's number 1. But this is a new number 1 because this number 1 didn't do well. Stupid hard reboot. But that's either the day. But they're not going to do a hard reboot. So if they kill off a character and they want that person to stay gone, they can't give anybody else that hero's mantle. Ever. Period. DC is different because they reboot all the time.
Yeah.
So DC is all over the place. Even though their comics are actually better than Marvel's, in my opinion. Image Comics, they do their own thing because they don't have a connected universe. See, the problem is with these connected universes, that people want to see, all right, one person's death should affect everybody else. Like if Batman dies and stays dead, then that will affect everybody else. Like Gotham will be affected, but the Justice League will be affected because how you gonna pay for the stuff and all of that? Who's gonna be that next great detective? Man, you got people fill the roles. Like you can have the Question be a detective, but a lot of times he goes off the rails.
Yeah, he's not a team. He's less of a team player than Batman.
Yeah, he goes off the rails. You don't have that leadership.
The Green Arrow's going to be fronting for the money for everything.
Yeah, and he's a little bit off the rails as well.
Oh, I guess it's going to be Mr. Terrific fronting all the money then. They got to bring him back in.
So it's like that. Something like that will affect the whole universe. And if you're going to do it, you got to stay to it. Nobody else can walk around as Batman like Damian Wayne tried. Like almost every Robin has tried to put on that suit.
Dick Grayson tried.
Yeah. If you're going to have Batman be dead, he's got to be dead. Yeah. And nobody can take up the mantle.
Yeah, when they brought him back, they went through a whole time travel and everything. When they brought
him. He was never dead.
He was
just misplaced in time.
Misplaced, yeah.
Which was actually some good stories.
It were. I read them. I remember because it was the same time I believe Dark Knight came out, and they killed him. They killed Batman the same time the Dark Knight movie came out, and it was huge. I was like, this movie's amazing. What do you mean they killed Batman? Next thing I know, for the next year or so, I was just reading all the Batman stuff.
Like for instance, this was what's his name? Barry Allen, Crisis on Infinite Earth. And he was so-called died, even though he was trapped in the Speed Force. Wally West took over and became his own character, became his own Flash. Actually, I really don't have a problem with that. But for what he's talking about, for a book to just end, like the Batman series ends. There's no more Batman series.
No Dark Knight.
Nobody else can take over the mantle. That's the only way that's going to happen. If you want the whole series to end, nobody else can take up the mantle. You got to stay by it. And so I would say because Marvel Comics and DC Comics are all in one big connective universe, that means nobody else can take over the mantle. Now, Image Comics, that's something completely different because they do
independent stories. The writers keep the rights, and you just
write your story.
Go until you feel like
done.
going.
This is great. I'm moving on to a new story. Yep. I got some new characters.
If it sells, it sells. If it doesn't sell, you know what's going to happen. Simple as that. Okay, so for me to answer the question, I say yes and no. I say no because comic fans are fickle. and they will demand something to come back. Like for instance, when they ended Fantastic Four for a different reason, they entered the Fantastic Four series because sales weren't there. Then all of a sudden, people were like, "I've always loved Fantastic Four. Bring it back, and everybody was demanding and everything. That's what I think what happens if you would end this comic book series in general. They would demand it so much that you would just fall, you would get weak and just be like, all right, we're going to bring it back. And then find some way to bring it back. Like with the death of Wolverine. Like Wolverine should have been gone. I think personally, when they killed Wolverine, I think that's fine. I got X-23, I got Dakin, I got Gabby, I'm fine. X-23 is doing a great job as Wolverine. I don't need Wolverine again. But I was deep down, we all knew Wolverine's coming back. I didn't care. I personally was like, I'm good with this. I'm good with this. I even because I like X-23's character more than I like Wolverine's character. So I was cool with it.
Bold statement.
I do.
Bold statement.
I do. I like her. I liked it. I like her character. And I liked her in the comics. She's cold-blooded. She was no emotion. Is what she is. She tried to adjust and adapt in situations. People try to help her. I didn't. She's slowly evolving, but I liked it. When they killed Wolverine, I was like, I'm cool with that. I'm cool. Unfortunately, they brought him back. And
just like most people weren't cool with that.
That's that 95. That's that 95% people were not cool at all with that.
And you're in that 5%.
I was at 5%. I was like, hey, I can live with this. But and then the men that says, yes, they can do this, is like, I think it needs to be done. Like, I think Marvel or DC needs to pick one of their big characters whose comic book has been doing good and straight up let them go.
Yeah, money ain't gonna allow that to happen.
Just let that
money
go.
Will not allow that to
happen. Start off small. Like you said, we talked about this off screen, of course, a bit before. But start off small and do like a street level character, like you said.
If you want to kill off like somebody like Luke Cage,
a Daredevil type, and
people gonna be hurt.
They're gonna be hurt, but they'll eventually get over it.
But again, you can't bring nobody else in that role.
Yeah,
that's the thing. Like if you want the character to die, but the mantle to live on, that's something different. Like if Steve Rogers dies and Sam Wilson's now the unquestioned, unrelenting Captain America, something different.
The series character mantle, all that's got to go. Everything's got to go.
If they do it, I mean, it got to be.
They can remember him. They can talk about him in other comics. They can remember him, build statues in the comic books, build memorials and all that stuff. But there's no more ever of that character. Nobody's allowed. In fact, they're going to have first several issues should be how they're beating up people who want to step up and be that character.
Is that what you're talking about?
Yes.
Then it goes back to what I was saying the first time. Then you can't have nobody. You can't bring nobody to the match. It has to be in, and then everybody's comic should be affected by that for at least 3 to 5 issues minimum. Like if Wonder Woman dies.
Oh, you gotta go a year. They gotta go a year.
Everybody else.
They gotta go 12 issues of every single comic where everybody's like, the first 3 issues of everybody's comics after she dies should be talking about how they remember when they worked with her or when they was fought beside her, anything. Like 3 issues from everybody else's comic should be talking about that. Then everybody gets to move on after that.
Actually, I
think nobody else should ever be another Wonder Woman.
I think that would be. I think if Marvel does it, that'd be a great thing just to get a hard reboot after that. Like, like a whole great story.
That's how it's supposed to be a reboot.
Like, let's say Steve Rogers. Like, let's call it a big Captain America story, but it involves everybody. Like Secret Empire, something like that. And all everybody who's Captain America, I think right now it's just Sam Wilson and Steve Rogers. And they just have a fight. I mean, for some big story, I'll get somebody great to write it. I'm not sure who yet. I got a few people in my mind, but I don't just say it right now. But have them all fight. Have a big story. All the Captain Americas die at the end of it, sacrifice themselves. And then it's a hard reboot, but you don't see Captain America for another 5 years after that. No, I'm talking about it's a hard reboot. So you start him from the very beginning, from the war and everything.
You said 5 years?
Yeah, 5.
You know what? That's acceptable for Marvel or DC.
No, I'm only saying 5 years now because the generation now have very short attention spans. So that 5 years is going to feel like 15 for a lot of y'all.
True. Yeah. So the question goes out to you guys: can a major comic book just go? Can a major comic book series just end? Can it be like a Walking Dead where the series is over? Like we're not bringing it back. It has like the TV show has sub shows, Fear the Walking Dead and stuff. But can a comic book series just?
I think they are making a spin-off comic for the Walking Dead as well.
It probably will. It's gonna be hard for them to let that go. But can a comic series truly end? Like truly end? Like we're not bringing it back. Is it possible? Let us know. Do you think that
it's gonna be real hard?
Because everybody
don't like losing money. You don't like losing money. Yeah. But then you're gonna lose. You're gonna gain a lot.
But the good thing is, though, if you do a situation where you build up a new character, a completely new character, at the same time where you're ending this character's run, like this is
that's what they usually do. But they usually just transfer over the mantle, like Ironheart, Miles Morales.
Yeah, but I want a different character. Like like you say, that always happens where they're like, transfer the mantle. I don't want a mantle transfer. I just want a new character. Like, yeah, he's a replacement for him, but he's kind of not because he's completely his own character, But I want a whole new character. Like, I'd rather have somebody who's already there step up and now become the leader. So, like, for example, with how they did, the best way to do it is how they do it in the MCU. All different characters, but now they're the new Avengers. So we don't have no more Hulk, Captain America,
you don't have
no more Thor. They're gone. There's all these other people who are completely their own different characters, like Black Panther, Captain Marvel, Doctor Strange, and the rest of them. It is early. I can't think of nobody. I told you. I was like, dang, I can see the faces. I can't think of their names. But you get the gist. All of them are their own completely different characters. But they're, deep down, they're going to be the new Avengers. That's what I want. I want like their own different characters. And they're like, yeah, he's Captain America. Nah, he's Black Panther. Yeah, he's Iron Man. Nah, that's Captain Marvel. Like, no, these are their own characters, and they can make their own name and make their own decisions. So
you want the characters to be different, but the roles to be the same.
Not necessarily, because they're not going to do the same roles. They did it in the comic book. Like Captain Marvel and Black Panther were both leadership roles. Yeah, but they couldn't be two leaders at once.
Yeah, but I mean, like for instance, I hate to go because I'm talking about comics, but you put it the MCU. For like instance, Captain Marvel would be the powerful one, like the strength, like the Hawk is.
But she's more of
but she's not a leader.
But in the comics, she's a leader.
Yeah, in the comics, she's a leader. But
in the cartoon,
she's a
kind of a leader.
In the MCU, she's not a leader.
Yeah.
MCU, she's solo.
Yeah,
she's solo dolo.
Yeah.
Black Panther would be the money man, like Tony Stark. It's the same roles, but
completely different characters, and they're their own person in their own personality.
They got their own different things going on.
That's the best I can see it happening. That, in my opinion, that's the best I could ever see something happening in the world or in the big stream comics with DC and Marvel. But that's our opinions. Got any last thing for them?
Yeah, money won't allow this to happen though. If you want my final answer, no, because for a big time period, like let's say they wanted to kill off Batman and be done with Batman, they're not losing that kind of money. They're not losing that kind of money.
It's going to come down.
Comic books don't even sell that well like that anymore. Yeah. Then they're going to make it harder for themselves?
It's going to come down to street level characters.
Yeah, somebody like a Luke Cage or even a Mr. Terrific. I know I just said two black people too. But
yeah, you did. Horrible you did.
Jessica Jones.
Daredevil. Iron Fist.
You just named it the defenders that.
Because they're the street level ones we think about, when you first.
Yeah, if you want to kill off, not the Green Lanterns, but if you want to kill like Guy Gardner.
Oh, yeah. Ooh, that'd be a good story right there.
Yeah. I mean,
that would make
for a
good story.
They would go, and people wouldn't be mad about that.
All the new young members of
Green Arrow.
Any of the non-main 3 Justice League characters, you kill any of them off, that would make for amazing stories.
But those they can get the axe. There's no doubt about it. They can get the axe. Yeah. Not Static Shock. He can never die. That's my guy. But anybody else, hello, get the axe. And they probably say that. But if you want like a main guy like Batman, like any one of the Trinity, even one of their sidekicks,
Flash is on the border, but they're not gonna let him go.
Yeah,
Hal Jordan, they're not gonna let him go. I don't think he's ever even been killed. I think he's just always been replaced. I gotta look that up though. I gotta look that one up.
He's gone crazy. I tell you that.
They killed Flash before.
Yeah,
but the closest thing they've ever
already
done
had a
was
Wally
Flashpoint.
West.
Like the closest thing they've ever done for like rebooting series or getting rid of stuff was like Flashpoint.
Crisis on Infinite Earth.
And Crisis on Infinite Earth, where they tried to kill Supergirl and then brought her back.
Yeah, but I'm just saying.
All right, so that's our topic for today, and everything. You let us know in the comment section. Can a comic book series come to an end?
Big guys, no. Small guys, yeah, they can
complete in as though The Walking Dead did, where The Walking Dead, which was a great comic book, it is over now. They ended it. They literally jumped into the future, showed everything. It was like, yo, this is over. That's it. Goodbye. Let us know in the comment section. If you like what you see, hit the like button. If you love what you see, hit the subscribe button and the bell for notifications on our next video when it's dropped. Until next time, we are out, guys.
Deuces.
Yeah. We in the club, we partying. We in the club, we partying. Yeah. How much ice you got? I don't know.
Get it all, this man.
I cannot miss like I am the ace. Electrocute you, then I leave you with aftershock. Getting angry, then I turn her Incredible Hulk. Bite and bog. Chop it down like you one of them stars.